Hello Slapafish community, welcome back in another World Tanks Console video. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the Kanonenjagpanzer 3 GST. So the GST is a ultimate season pass tank for right now for 6,000 gold. It is a tier 10 German premium tank destroyer. It's quite fast. It is very fast. It is very fast for how much armor it actually has. Now, this tank is weird. This tank is very weird. I thought I would actually like this tank, but I didn't. Honestly, when I first seen it and I knew about the armor model and seeing about I was like, okay, that's going to be a really heavily armored tank. Then I noticed it goes 65. I'm like, wait, what? So I thought it was going to be like a Minotauro that literally just zooms around the battlefield. Is that right? No. This thing can easily get penetrated very easily. Now, the armor can work really nicely, but it also can go against you. Now, the armor at the front, it's also, you have 10 degrees of gun oppression. I'll get that out of the way right now. That's why I'm going to these ridge lines right here. It's one of the first matches I had. This is one of them. And so, we'll get to the gun later, about the TD. But anyway, the armor, it's weird. And so you got, so pretty much your entire front of your tank is 250 millimeters of armor, but it's also flat, but it's a little bit, it's angled up and backwards, like up, forward, and down, but it's kind of flat. Kind of hard to explain it. It's not like a round, it's just like flat, but a little bit angled. Like a Tiger 2's upper hull armor. So, yeah. But also, there's a plate that I didn't know this until I started looking at the armor model. I was like, oh, look at that. So, there's actually a really, really easy place to pin this tank. Now, this tank can get really easily pinned right under the gun on the engine deck. Right under the gun on the engine deck. Just like if you ever play Cold War, just like the M1, the M1A2, the M1A2, M1A1, or the Thumper. If you shoot right below the gun and hits the engine deck, you can actually overmatch it because the plate is only 40 millimeters thick. If you go through the armor loadout, you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, if you have a gun caliber that is 121 millimeters or larger, you will overmatch that plate. No matter the angle, it will always get overmatched. So, this tank has a very big weak point to tanks that have over 121 millimeters of caliber gun. Now, so you can actually see I'm bouncing a lot of damage. I'm bounced like 2,800, but I've also been getting pinned. I'm not like a ridgeline warrior, but it's kind of, this tank's weird. I don't really like it. Now, let's talk about the gun a little bit, because the gun I thought would actually be like, okay, it's German. I thought it'd be quite accurate. So we're on Himmelsdorf, and this is just like, yeah, city match, some hold down using gun depression. Anyway, I honestly thought the gun would be accurate because German tanks are known for their accuracy. And since it is a tier 10, I would think it actually would have like really good accuracy for a tier 10. For a 120 millimeter. For a tier 10 tank destroyer with a low caliber gun. Well, I was wrong. It has .36 accuracy, and you could see me like missing some like clear shots where I should have hit, well, where the accuracy just plays against me. Now right here, they're kind of perma-trucking me around this corner. They hadn't started doing it, but they will. But right here in this kind of location, they will start pinning me and tracking me, which is stuff like that. Also, I do believe that you do not get your full 10 degrees of gun depression if you look far left or far right, because the little lip over it. So yeah, the armor can work good if you can get it to work, if that makes any kind of sense. Also, the sight is 76 millimeters, so you can side scrape against most guns in the game. There's only a few that you can't side scrape against. So yeah, also the mobility is like one of the things that actually makes this tank a really This tank has a 22.37 horsepower per ton, so it's definitely going to get up to its top speed, 68 kilometers, which makes it one of the fastest tank destroyers already. But added the 250 millimeters of frontal armor makes this quite unique. Now, at first glance, you would think this would be an overpowered TD because it's fast. It goes up 68 kilometers. It's pretty much as fast as any other light tanks. Getting up there with the Grill 15 and the Tron. What else is really fast in tier 10 tank destroyers? I think that's the only two. But yeah, then you also have the 250 millimeters of armor, and both of those were lightly armored tanks. This one has like quite a bit of armor, 250, but it goes 68 kilometers. As you can see, this T-34 is being extremely annoying, and I don't remember if a T-34 actually has a 122. I think it's a 120, but I'm gonna look that up. He could be overmatching me, but I don't believe the T-34 has a 122. Yeah, it has a 120, so he's not actually overmatching me. He's finding a spot on my armor to actually pin, and I am suffering. Like, yeah, the T-30 also, he could be loading premium because the T-34 has 297 millimeters of penetration, so on its premium. So it definitely could be loading premium and going straight through my armor. So yeah. Like, I bounced 5,330 damage, dealt 4,545 damage. It's like, this armor is, I want to say not reliable, but okay, I guess this is what I'm trying to say. The armor of this tank is not reliable. I don't believe it's reliable, but it will bounce shots. Like, I've bounced 6,000 damage in this match. I bounced like 2,000 or 3,000 damage in the last match, and I got one more match to show you on Lakefield using the 10 degrees of gun pressure, and I'm going to bounce a couple thousand damage. And I already bounced the SCG and something else, and the E5, and there was 3 tanks that bounced right there. And I think this SG is going to bounce. Oh, something pinned. As you can see, oh, there's another thing that pinned. It's like, it's weird. The armor sometimes, it's not consistent. I want to say that. And it's something, I like consistencies in my tank, so it's like predictable. Like, I want to know that I have the armor to come up to a ridgeline and be perfectly fine. If I'm not perfectly fine, I want to know that before I get up there. I don't want a tank like this that, okay, I'm bouncing some shots and some shots does pin. And because the 250 of how it is. I don't know. This tank is definitely not for me. I do not like it. I thought I would like it, but yeah, I don't really like it. Also, that French heavy tank is going to kill me in this match. All 3 of these matches, I think I die in. I think. I might have lived in the Himmelstuff one. I don't remember. Yeah. I did live in the Himmelstuff one. Okay, cool. Anyway. This tank is a very iffy component for me. It has okay armor. It can bounce, the armor can bounce stuff, but not reliable armor. Well, not consistent armor. The gun's kind of iffy. I thought it would be better. DPM's a meh. The speeds are really good. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about the, what's this thing called? GST. So that's it for this video. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video because watch that, and be out. See ya.